But no, on a serious tip, I don't know, y'all. That Straw trailer, it does look good. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm definitely going to watch it. I love Taraji P. Henson. She always does her best in all her movies. And I am going to support it and I am going to watch it. Yep, I am. I saw somebody say in the comments, "Oh my gosh, he don't ever give black women a happy ending." Girl, get your own happy, make your happy ending for yourself. Why are you looking for a happy ending in the movie? Y'all, Sinners wasn't no really no happy ending. Everybody died. So what are you talking about? And I only brought that up because that was some of the like stuff that people was saying. Like, it's a movie. You click, you watch it, you get your popcorn, you get your drink, you chill out, and you watch it. That's it, and that's all. And that's all I'm finna do. I'm going to watch Straw, and I'll give my review when I finish the movie. But I'm definitely tuning in because it looks good. Y'all know it do. It look good. So I wanted to give my commentary on Tyler Perry's movie Straw. That movie was just so real, so relatable, and it was. You can tell that it was handled with care. It wasn't. It didn't appear to be just something just thrown together. Like, it was intentional. It was an intentional, purposeful movie, and I loved it. Um, one of the one of the things that I love about the movie, especially with Sherry Shepherd's role, I love the fact that in the beginning she was alarmed. She didn't know what was going on. She thought it was a bomb in a book bag. But even with her fearing for her life, she became responsible for Janiyah, and she became her soundboard. It was as if she saw herself, even though her reality was something totally different. She was able to let her everyday life be a backseat to Janiyah's pain, to be her soundboard and her protector in a way. You know, she made sure she walked out with her and surrendered with her, let her know, I got you. And the part that really was touching was the fact that she knew that she lost her daughter and she still went along with her, I want to say delusions, because she at that point lost her mind. And she knew that she was grieving, and instead of just spitting that out, because she could have been said that, but she played along with her because she knew that she wasn't ready until she was ready to face that reality that she lost her daughter already. Another part that was crazy and relatable is how us as black women are so stuck in this cycle of chaos and heartbreak and routine. You know, even when we're suffering, we make sure things get done. We make sure everyone is taken care of. And there was a part where she realized that she never was able to grieve. She lost her daughter that night. And leaving out that hospital, she never was able to deal with the reality that her daughter was gone, because she has always been in this cycle of heartbreak that even though her heart was broken, she was used to it. Like, she was numb to this new reality because it was just something that she was used to. She just left the hospital carrying a blanket, went home, woke up. It's a whole nother day. Like, just thinking about how you could be so wrapped in a cycle and a routine of getting things done, forsaking yourself, making sure everybody else is straight, that you could suffer a loss and it not register because your mind is always busy. You worrying about eviction. You worrying about your daughter being sick. You can't even worry about yourself. Whereas her daughter is gone. She wasn't even able to clock in to grieve her own daughter. And the hallucinations and going to work where it was just a regular day, like dealing with her boss. And I learned this in my psychology class when they was talking about using your trauma lens, and how a lot of times we take, someone can bump into you and they could be rushing, but it's like because of whatever you got going on, we automatically yell and get upset with each other. We don't seek to understand the why. It's just what happened, and we're stuck on what happened, not the story behind it. And I love the fact that Tiana Taylor, she was able to relate as the child who had a mom, and the way Taraji was acting was identical to her mom's struggle, her struggle that she grew up with. She was able to see a deeper picture, that this wasn't just a lady who robbed a bank. It's deeper than that. And she kept saying, and I love when she kept saying, it's a feeling. It's a feeling, because I feel like for so long, black women have been made to feel like our feelings are just, uh, just our imaginations, our intuition. Is not something that should be taken serious. We need to be logical. We need to think. But Tiana Taylor's getting through, her way of getting through to Taraji's character, It had nothing to do with logic. It had everything to do with intuition and showing empathy. It was a spiritual, emotional bond that she was making with her, forming with her. And in the end, they both walked out with her. And I just felt like the message was loud and clear. And I feel like a lot of people, especially when it comes to Tyler Perry's movies, and you heard the discourse before the movie was even shown, but I feel like in this movie, Tyler Perry said loud and clear, I hear y'all and I see y'all. And I'm tired for y'all. That's what, because all his movies, if you know his story, the biggest, his biggest, I can't even get the word out. The biggest people that were in his life, the ones who had the most motion in his growth were women. His grandmother, his mother. So I feel like he does have a love for black women, even when he makes certain videos and it's like, oh my gosh, Tyler, but he's telling stories of women that he grew up with, women that he knows. So it's like, who are we to tell him that we don't want to hear those stories? Because those stories are other people's stories. Those stories are lives that many have lived. Like just watching Taraji when because I heard somebody else say like it was so unrealistic. It's not that much bad stuff can happen in a day. Are y'all for real? Yeah, I could. That literally could happen and has happened to people. And the him naming it straw was genius because the first thing I thought of was the straw that whipped the camel's back, that broke the camel's back. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, the last straw. How many of us have almost been to that point where that was your last nerve, your last straw? And it's like I said in older videos, like a lot of people, especially black women, are like one freaking click away from snapping. It's only but so much you can carry on your back before it breaks. Okay? And that's what the movie showed. What happens when the last straw breaks? You can't be strong for everybody and forget yourself. And in the movie she even said like she didn't have no relationship with her mom or her sister, so for her to even have went through that by herself and her mom's at home, she lost her daughter, her mom called to snap her out of it, but nobody was at her house. Her house was dirty. She still had the bowls from her and her daughter eating oodles and noodles, the eviction notice on the freaking table. Okay, and that's just another reminder when people do snap, and when women snap especially, everybody always got the answers and want to help when ish goes down. Now everybody want to know what's going on, but when it was happening, where were you? Where were you? And another thing is sometimes your family is not blood. Family are the people that you meet throughout life, who you connect with, who show up for you. In some cases, in a lot of cases, blood is not thicker than water. Okay. So that's my little thoughts on the movie. I love that movie. I felt like it was definitely needed, and it didn't make me feel depressed. It made me. It's almost like a chin check, like a check in with yourself. Are you good? And if you're not, do what you need to do to get better. And don't forget yourself in the process of helping everybody else, because you can't pour from an empty glass.